There's a new update to iRig with tightly integrated support for the new iRig Pads hardware controller. Buttons 1 and 2 lets you choose between the decks and browsing its sections. To browse songs on the current deck, push the data knob to open the song browser, rotate to browse, and push again to load the selected song. Transport controls, including the play button, are always available on the lower pads. To control the crossfader, drag the slider on iRig pads. Adjust the volume for each deck using knob 1 for deck A and knob 2 for deck B. In the current section, EQ, isolate bands on the upper pads, and to adjust individual bands, press on the lower pads and rotate the data knob. Switch to pads by pushing button 1. You'll see the 9 pads mapped on the 3 columns of the 3 red pads. On the right side, the button switches between volume and pitch controls, which you can adjust by moving the data knob. Switch to effects pushing button 1 once. The 2 right side columns of the 3 pads shown in the layout of the application lets you select an effect, then move the data knob to adjust it. Now push button 2 to switch to deck B, and load the selected song by pushing the data knob again. Push pad 4 to control the sync button. Push pad 3 to control the cue button to recall the cue position, so you can creatively and smoothly mash and mix using the crossfader. Also in the pad section, it's possible to switch between pad banks using pad 8 and always trigger samples using the red pads on the left side. In the effects section, switch between effects pages by pushing the orange pads. Switching to the next section, you can loop using the first 2 strips of pads to set the loop divisions, and switching to the next and last section, cue using the first strip of the pads to store and recall track positions. Tap the second strip to empty the individual cues. Moving back to deck A and loading a new song, adjust the pitch fader by pressing pad 1 and turning the data knob. iRig Pads integration also offers 2 handy temporary shortcuts to loop and effects. Pressing the Scene button enables loop on the current deck, and rotating the data knob adjusts the loop division, while pressing the Fix Vel button enables effects, and rotating the data knob adjusts the current effect. iRig and iRig Pads from IK Multimedia.